Hi, this is Mr. Mark, and now I'm going to give you an OBS Math video introduction to the assignment in Google Classroom for quarter 4. Starting at the top on the top right, you can see that it's due on the 9th of April, which is Friday. The objective is to create a math video using OBS, the Windows 10 video editor, and the Common Core standard for grade 1 math. So the first thing we're going to do is set up OBS properly. So let me show you how that works. To make sure your OBS is set up properly for this task, I want you to take screenshots of your settings. The first setting is the output setting. To get to the output settings, go to your OBS, then go to the bottom right corner and click on Settings. The settings window will open up. On the left side of the panel, you'll see the different tabs that you can click on. The output setting is here. Over in the middle, on the right side, you'll see two areas you can click on, the streaming and the recording. Well, we're recording, so we're going to just set up this one here. This is where you set up your recording path. So I've already have mine set up, but the way you do it is you click on Browse, and it opens up a window to where you want to put the folder where your videos go. When you create an OBS recording, it automatically will start recording, and when you click Stop Recording, it will automatically put the video into the folder that you are choosing here. So you select the folder, and you're done. Also, the recording format. For this lesson, please set the recording format to MP4. Next is the audio. On the global audio devices, make sure everything is set to disable. After that, go to video. Make sure your base and your output resolution are both set to 1920 by 1080. And finally, into the advanced. For our recordings, we want our recordings to go into the to be named specifically, because it's not going to ask you what to name it or where to put it. You already have to have that set in your settings, which is what we have here. After you get everything set up, click OK. Next, we want to go to our sources window, and that's in the bottom left center. In the bottom left corner of that window is a plus sign. Click it to bring up the different inputs you can bring to that scene. As you can see, there are a lot of different inputs, from audio to a web browser to a color source. If you have multiple displays, you can bring in display captures. I have various plugins I can bring into it. Images, media sources such as videos that are on your computer somewhere. You can even bring in another scene. You can bring in text. You can bring in a video source from VLC, a video capture device such as a camera, or a Windows capture such as Google Chrome in your computer. First, let's bring in our microphone. So if you click on the plus sign and you click on Audio Input Capture, and we'll call this Mic 1, click OK. And then we'll click on our microphone input, whatever it is you're using. And there's mine, and you can see my microphone is active in this scene. The next thing we're going to add is our presentation, or whatever it is you're using to teach your class. So now I need to add my presentation. So I've already opened it up on my computer, but now I need to add it to the scene in OBS. So I click the plus button down at the bottom, and then I go to Windows Capture. And I'm going to call this Presentation. And then once I do it, I click it and open it up, and I should see it, but I don't see it, so I need to search for it. So let's see, the math show, there it is right there. There's my presentation, and I click OK, just like that. Now I want to make sure that my video is going to the right folder, and I didn't set that up earlier correctly. So I'm going back and I'm going back to my recording, and I've created a folder called OBS Math Class with the settings that I described above. So now it's going to go to a folder when I click record. So I'm going to click apply, and then I'm going to click OK. And then it shows my class right here. Now when I'm ready to present my class, one thing that I found, if you're using Google Slides, is to go into the presenter view mode. This will bring up two windows. One window will be your presentation and the other will be your control panel to control it. Now we really don't need the control panel for this, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink it down. I'm also going to push F11 so this one goes full screen. Now to get back to your OBS panel, press the Alt and the Tab button and cycle through your OBS presentation, and it should pop up, hopefully, so you can actually start recording. So to record, just click Start Recording, and then go back to your presentation to start working your way through. And I'll give this a little test. Hi, my name's Mr. Mark, and welcome to the Math Show. G'day. And then it goes to the next slide. Today we're going to do the Common Core State Standards for Grade 1 Math. And that standard is to partition circles and rectangles into 2 and 4 equal shares. Describe the shares using the words halves, fourths, and quarters, and use the phrases half of, fourth of, and quarter of. Describe the words as 2 of or 4 of the shares. Understand for these examples that decomposing into more equal shares creates smaller shares. So that's my standard. So now I'm going to go to the next slide. Say, let's take a circle and cut it in half. Then we have 2 halves. On the left side, we have half of the circle. And on the right side, we have half of the circle. But now, let's cut it down the middle. Now we have quarters. We have 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, and 4 quarters. This is 2 quarters. Now we have triangles. 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters. 1 quarter is colored yellow. Then we have rectangles, and so forth and so on. Now you need to make some questions for the student to put on there. So I'll leave that up to you to know how to do that. Please let me know if you have any questions. And that's about it for this video.